Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Dear students, let's deal with this create user in a more proper way. So the first thing, there are a lot of things we have to do. We did already, actually we created the user last time, but let's add a few things here. I'm saying create user. So I'm saying create users, name, give it some name. Okay, like Jolly. Let me call it Jolly. Okay, then I will say identified by Junaid. That will be my name. Okay, that's the password. Then we have the, which is actually optional things. Let's say default table space, and we have to see there are a lot of table spaces in the database, and we have to choose out of them one. Maybe we have users. We'll check it. I will tell you what's this. And we have got the temporary table space, temporary yeah, that's right, yeah, table space. Okay, let me call it temp. It's already in my database, and we could have a lot of things other than that. Let's discuss first these things. Before I discuss this, let me show you my what is I will see the data dictionary method and see what kind of table spaces I have. Okay, for that I can run some data dictionary query, wherein I will see what's my cursor. Okay, here we go. So let me say select. Okay, then I will say table space name, table table. Okay, space space underscore name from actually what, dba underscore table spaces. Okay, here we go, and it will show us table spaces. There's a problem. See, I've done somewhere wrong. Select table space underscore name, table underscore name from dba underscore table spaces. Oh, here's some problem. Spaces. Okay, good to go, and it's showing me the table space names. I got system table space, I got these are other guys, and I got temp table space, I got users table space. And you see, if you don't use the default table space, or you don't use the temporary table space, it will be given, it will be given the system table space, which is here, right? It will be given system table space by default. We can also have the quota, how much space you'll be given. What this means is you want to create tables tomorrow, and where they will be created, we have table space for that. Okay, if you don't use the table space name, then it will be given what? It will be given the system table space. So we have two table spaces. One is default table space. Okay, it says where the actual database objects are stored, and if we omit it, then system table space, which is here the first one, this is used by our database. And then the next is temporary table space. What I'm talking about is where you store the temporary objects. We may have a lot of temporary objects. You want to store them, you want to create temporary objects, you want to store there, and where they will be stored. Actually, we are telling exactly where are we're gonna see. Excuse me, one second, let me pause this a while. So what I was talking about is the temporary table space. It's where you store the default a lot of temporary objects which you want to create later on, and it will be created temp. If you omit it, these are absolutely optional, these two guys. If you omit them, this system table space is used for both it's default as well as temporary. Default is actually where you create the main objects like your table and all, and temporary is where you will put in the temporary objects, right? Okay, so I'm done with this. Okay, and now here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create this object. Okay, I put my cursor here, I'll give it a go, and my object is created. But as we know, it doesn't have any accesses, it doesn't have even the access to log on. So we need to put in a access. We have shortcut methods as well. You can put up, create session. We have done already. You can create, you can grant the privilege like create table, alter table, and a lot of things. All those things. Create view. You can do comma, 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 and put in. And when we have the shortcut, the connect and resource, which will do all these things automatically. So let's see these things actually. Let me do it in an old way, like the create session first, and see how we change the passwords and all. And you can also create multiple users at a simultaneously, and create sessions for multiple users as well. So for example, I can say create user whatever, and then create user another guy, and then together we can say like create session grant. We should say grant when we are talking about giving the permissions. I should better write it in the caps. Okay, keywords caps grant create session. Okay, and then to which guy? Definitely the Jolly. The J is capital, I guess. Yeah, J is capital. Okay, you can grant create session to the Jolly so that you can connect to the Jolly later on, and you can give it a go to run it, execute it. Now in the SQL, if you're going to SQL plus, so that's simultaneously I will have two windows. We can do it here also in the developer also, not a problem. JOLLY, and the password is Juni. Now I can log it into it, no problem whatsoever. Invalid username JOLLY, and is it JUNAID? Okay, yeah, I'm done. So my session is, but I can't create a table. If I want to say create table, for example, student student, and I'm gonna put some name as a number as, say, for example, 3 digits, but want to go it, but you can't because you don't have the sufficient privilege. It's insufficient privilege. That's the problem here. So we have to do something so that we can grant the permissions to that. But yeah, so we can do grant connect as well. So we said a grant create session, but we can say also the grant connect to Jolly. But the connect has a lot of things in it. Okay. Now, if you want, for example, to change the password of this guy who is named as Jolly, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use definitely the alter. With the schema we say alter, right, with caps, alter user this time, not a table, right, and the name is Jolly. Okay, identified by, maybe I use something else, not Junaid. I had a password Junaid, and this time I say Juni. Okay, give it a go and run it. So this is the way we change the password. If we go to the SQL plus again here, and I say like connect, and then my username is Jolly, JOLLY, and if I say Junaid, what say? Okay, he's saying login denied because we have changed the password. So we say Jolly and Juni, and bingo, it does work. Yeah. Now what else? If you want to delete this this object this object Jolly, you wanna delete this guy, and we don't have tables. Okay, so we can say simply drop, because we know with the schema we say drop. Let me give it a capital drop. Which else, table or user? Okay, user. Who else? Jolly. Okay, I'm gonna drop Jolly. But remember, this time around it will work. But if you have tables in it, then you have to use a word cascade after this Jolly, after the name of the object or name of the schema. That is my Jolly, or name of the user, where you say use the cascade, CASCADE, after this Jolly, so that what happens is if there are tables in it, with the tables it will be killed. Okay, this time around it will be killed without problem because there is no kids in it. Okay, so there's a problem still. What's the problem? Oh, this currently connected, because I guess here is the problem. We have connected this. I say connect. Okay, so maybe it's disconnected now. Now try to drop user Jolly, Jolly still connected. Okay, let me connect this with this time around with the Scott and Jenny. So hopefully we're not connected, right? Anyways, let me give it a go now. It should drop it. Oh yeah, because it's not no more connected. So it's been querying database is still working. I don't know why it's taking so much time, but this will be dropped without doubts. It's not yet processed. Okay. Okay, drop user processed. Now if I try to connect here using my name as Jolly and password was Juni, he will say what the hell, it's no more, because it's no more now. The table is no more, right? Okay, now it's time to give the privileges like system privileges and object privileges. Yeah. Anyways, we are dropping it, but let me create it again. Let me go here. Okay, create this table. Oh, it's saying select on this. Okay, I have, where is that? Okay, here's this Jolly. I want to create, so Jolly has been created. Now I do one thing. I want to do what I want to. If I say there are two important things, one's called connect, one's called resource, which does everything for its own. So if I say grant connect comma resource, should I say resource or resources? Resource, yeah, comma connect comma resource to Jolly. Okay, yeah, Jolly, not cap C. Okay, and try to go. Okay, this is being processed successfully. If we go now back to our SQL Plus and I connect, I have back my user Jolly. Yeah, but I have to see what the password was. Jolly password, I guess Juni, right? Juny, and no, Jolly password is, let me see here, and when I created it, its password is Junaid. So yeah, so password is Jolly. What's happening here? I say connect. Okay, Jolly with the password Junaid. Okay, got it. So, and now you can see if you want to create a table here, create create table. What happened here is basically we did two things. One is the connect and one is the resource. Connect basically does what? Connect connects with you it will give the login sessions and all, and your resources will give you all the what's it called, database objects, right? Like tables, like sequences, like PLSQL code, and all those objects, whatever you have. Okay, and those all things will be given simultaneously, automatically, by using just resource. But sometimes you say no, I don't want to give everything to my user. Let it do this thing only and not this thing only, and at that time we have to break it down, chop it down, and see which chunk to be given to the user and which not. So at that moment what we do is we will restrict ourselves giving a few things, but here I give both things. I give everything. Saying resources, give everything. You can create objects at your free will. So if you say create table here, for example student, in this, because I'm a logged in as Jolly, if you want to see, I say show user. I say show user, it says me it's user is Jolly, so no problem. I say create table. Oh, haste makes waste, create table. What should I say? Jolly? No, student. Okay, maybe I got a name varchar2 size 30, and maybe I got its ID, SID, student ID, and that's gonna be like a number, okay, of size 3, and that's gonna be primary key, all those things. So no need to give it. Okay, and give it a go. Table is created. If you describe your table, what's the name? Student, student, Okay, here we go. We are done with the table. So table creation happened. Even you want to create the sequences, you want to create the PLSQL code under this user Jolly, it's been given everything, right? But this is not a way we should do. We should give privilege stepwise. Okay. Okay. Let me come back to the SQL developer. Let me drop it now because I got table now. Okay. Let me drop it here, 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 here. Where? There was a drop statement. There was drop statement somewhere. Yo, here. Okay, I want to drop the Jolly. Just give it a go. Now you can't. Why? Because there's a tables in it. Oh, that's connected. It's not that problem. It says it's connected. So let me do what? Let me exit it. Okay, and now give it a go again. Drop user Jolly. You still can't do it. Okay, why? Because he's saying cascade must be specified because it's not empty now. You can't kill it because the Jolly has tables in it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna say here cascade. CASCADE means I should write in caps, right? Cascade to be a proper syntax. Otherwise it's case insensitive. Write in caps and I just write in a lower, no problems. But it's a something, you know. It looks good. Okay. So by cascade, what it does it if the Jolly contains the objects, with those objects it kills it. So let me fire, and it takes a little time and gone. Okay, absolutely gone. So if you try to go here and say SQL, say SQL plus, and try to connect with the Jolly, unfortunately Jolly is no more, expired. So what was the password? Junaid. Okay, Junaid, but it doesn't work because that user is gone. How cruel you are. You killed him with the kids, you know. So anyways, now it's time to actually give privileges, but not wholly solely, but give it a few privileges, and then maybe we revoke some privileges as well. That's you know, actually self-explanatory. Let me do one thing. Let me create it again.
This table created user Jolly, added by Junaid, default table space and all that. Up to this much query we can do it, and it's being created. Okay, if this is my Scott, okay, this is my Scott. If I connect using the Scott, for example, okay, and I try to create a user, CREA, create user, whatever the name is, maybe Juni, identified as, identified by, not as, okay, identified by should be written of all caps, Junaid, and try to give it a go, and you will see that we don't have inception privileges. You can't create a user because by the Scott. Okay, so let me go back to my Junaid. I should say this guy to disconnect, connect using this guy. Okay, okay, but the history and all, I had that, we had all those things here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I grant, because I'm a system user I can do a lot of things. Okay, if I'm a system user you can do things. Okay, you say grant, grant, what should I say, because sessions and all we have there, I should say create user. Okay, create user to Scott. Not in small, the default conventions of writing the object names is small letters. Okay, let me see if it works or not. It's working perfectly fine. Okay, now I go to the Juni, I log on to Juni, right, and I try this again, create user Juni, identified by Junaid, and give it a go. This Juni is actually Scott, right? This is my Scott. I gave the name Juni, but this connection is Scott user. Okay, now okay, it's asking me connection. I say Juni, I say okay, okay. Now this is saying the Juni has a problem with something. Let me change it as the user as I say Iqbal. Okay,
give it a go, and you have successfully created a user. Because now what happened is you have done what? You have you have granted a privilege of creating user to the Scott. Okay, similarly you can give this privilege to the your user. What was the name of that? Is Jolly. The name was Jolly, right? Let me disconnect it from Scott and let me connect it using, okay, let me connect it using my this guy, that is the system. This is system user. Okay, if you don't remember, this is Junaid, the system user. This is sysdba and all. In the previous video I talked about those things, so in case you forgot that, okay, excuse me. Okay, now then we got what? Okay. Okay, now we have created the user, but we have not granted the permissions to our user. Let me grant the permissions here. I say grant. What else? You should say the create session. I should say I'm going to give it individually now. Session, create session, and maybe create user like this. You can say individually, comma, create table, create table to whatever the name is. Say Jolly. Give it a go, and this will give you I should connect from the system user, right? Even I can go to the Juni, that means the what was that, Scott, because you know I have given that privilege to create users. Okay, but I still doubt you can give the privileges, so we should go to the system. Okay, I say okay, and this is these are successfully created, right? Here's saying here grant, create, statement, process it. So we have successfully created. So if you want to create user, you want to create table, you want to create log on to the database using Jolly, you can do it. But I'm saying small j, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, because it's case insensitive. Now there are a lot of system privileges. You can see maybe the Oracle documentation where you can see the stuffs like we have create sessions. Okay, you say create session, you say create user, and you say create table. For example, you could say create any table, where from you can create table in any schema. Means you can create table into the any user like Scott, like other guys. Okay, so you can drop table, but you can drop the table of other guys. If you want to drop from this from your Jolly, and you want to drop table of say Scott, EMP is their table, you know, and you can drop that. If you have drop any privilege, you say create here drop any table, comma, drop any table, right? And you can say like create users, drop users, create view. You can use create synonyms, create sequence, sessions, and whatnot. You know, there are a lot of things you can do, and you can see the documentation of Oracle and just work on that. There's a hell lot of things. If you want to see which privileges you have got, you
have to first log on to that user, you know. Maybe I got say here I should say disconnect this guy. Okay, let me go by the Jenny. Okay, and I say here I want to say select asterisk from what was that? It's just user underscore sys underscore privs, means privileges. Okay, definitely this is my user sys privs. Actually the data dictionary is a part of the database, Oracle database, and data dictionary actually means the data about the data, this metadata. Okay, that means it will have the data about your all those tables and objects, whatever you create. So similarly, user sys previous is in a data dictionary. We select asterisk from that, and you can order by. You can say order by, so that I will make it privileges, privileges, LE, I guess LE. GE privilege, order by system privilege, because privilege is one of the attributes there. You give it a go to see what's happening. Okay, I'm talking about Jenny this time. Say okay. Now you see you can have the create user. This is actually I have created that, and no admin options. You could have also created there with admin options. Okay, unlimited table space. Okay, privilege, Scott, and all those things you have. And if you talk about your similarly, you can connect with the Jolly and see what privileges you have. Okay, so if we create a connection here, let's say connection, new connection, and I'm gonna say here, let it be Jolly, my new user. Username is Jolly. I hope password is Junaid. I don't know, I don't remember actually. Again, Junaid, there you ID. Okay, save password, localhost, and give the name of this connection ORCL1 is my name. SID, I created the SID as ORCL1. Basically, when I created the Oracle, it creates the ORCL Oracle as SID, but that had some problems. Later on, I had to reinstall it, so I gave it a different name, ORCL1. So let me test it. What's happening? Not testing. Okay. Status failure. There is some problem. I don't know what. This time around, why is the problem? Let me cancel it. Let me connect it here. Let's see if it's getting JOLLY and JUNAID. Yeah, it's connected. So what's the problem there? I'm trying to create a connection and I'm saying the name is Jolly, whatever. And here is the actual name, JOLLY. Username, password is JUNAID. Save password, I'm saying, and I'm saying Oracle1, ORCL1. And I say test. There's some problem, I don't know what. Why is it Oracle 2 maybe? I forgot. Oh, it was Oracle 2. Actually, it was. I have given name to my SID as Oracle 2 or RCL2, not 1. In fact, so it's connected. I can say connect. You could also say it's saved. I got a Jolly here, right? Okay, and you can write the same query where I say select asterisk from what is it called? User. What's it called? User underscore sys underscore privs, PRIVS. You can say order by privilege, PRIVELEGE. Okay, privilege. Give it a go. Try to give it a go, and bingo, you got an error because anywhere identifier the spelling problem. PRIVI. Oh, it should be VI this time around. It was VE. Here we go. You got to say create session, you could create table, you could create user. That's what all the three we have given. You want to see which privilege you have given to the user. You can select from the data dictionary. Okay, select asterisk from user sys privs and order by. Actually, I'm ordering by the privilege. You can see it's ordering by this. Create session, create table, create user. Okay, it's a lexical order, right? Okay. The next thing will be what? To revoke these whatever you have given, but you have to go with first the system user, like connect using the system user. Okay, and I say revoke. Now I want to revoke. Okay, revoke. Let me keep it in caps. Okay, proper case. Revoke what? Like create user from. Even when you grant you say to, when you revoke you say from. Okay, किसको देने का, किससे लेने का, simple as it is. Revoke create user from Jolly. Okay, now the Jolly can't actually dance. Papu can't dance. Okay, inception privileges. So I'm not actually connected with the. I'm connected with the Jolly. Actually, say disconnect. Oh, I should say disconnect and connect here. Okay, this may be connected now. Okay, give it a go now. It's telling me I should say system. I say okay, user, and revoke is successful. Okay, now if you connect with the, first disconnect from this and now connect the Jolly. Okay, now you say what select asterisk from users underscore sys underscore privili privs. Okay, privs privs order band, all that you can do that, no problem. What's the problem? Yeah, बस 2 minutes. A user, what else, what I have written? Okay, no problem. Use dinner, you know, user sys underscore press. Okay, give it a go. Here we go. We got create table, we got create session, and no more create user, you know. So you're revoking that. Similarly, you can revoke whatever you want. Create table, you want to revoke create table. So whatever you have given, you can revoke that. Okay. Okay, I think now what important thing to be done is to take the dinner. Okay, because I'll come back. It's a 30-minute job here. So let me get the energy and come back and let's see whether I'll carry on or not. Okay.